Going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Brock, and today we're going to continue our trip through Revolution 2098 with Colossus, the Tomorrow Man. And get him to focus here. Come on, Colossus, you can do it.
Such a horrendously bad drawing.
Yes. And then we have Heracles of Crete. Not Marvel's Hercules.
That almost looks like he got taken out of an Avengers comic.
Just a bit. And we're continuing with the pose of this set. Just in different angles.
That's how every wrestler poses.
Mm-hmm.
Two fists.
Mike Gustovich, ladies and gentlemen. One and done. Mike Gustovich.
Yeah. They could be facing this way, or like Ram, facing this way.
Yes. He has one of those mannequins for poses, and he just set it to this, and he just turned it slowly.
Yeah.
And he got all the different characters for this set.
And sometimes he did this.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Now
His
everybody's
work
going to go back to their cards and go, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It gets whenever we do the retrospective with Tom, it's going to be fun to just flip through them one at a time and see everybody doing this. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to hear Tom's feedback on this artwork. So who should we start with?
Let's start with Hercules. Is it Hercules? Is it Heracles?
I always called him Heracles.
Yeah, so did I.
He's another time traveler, much like the Greek gods, where he just went to the future to try his hand at professional wrestling. And he was a member of the Champions of the Galaxy when he popped in originally.
When I popped him in, like when I started playing with him, he joined the Greek gods and Lance Atlas to form a group I called the Supreme Gods.
Okay.
So he had 4 Greek gods. I kept the Greek gods around, just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was 98. I think this was their final year. And he's actually done quite well for me, except for when it comes to titles.
Okay. He's got a tough card looking at it.
It is. It's a good double +1 finishers.
Mm-hmm. 4/1 pin.
Yeah. -3 power.
Keeping you on level 3. He's got the choice G on number 1.
It should do much better.
That C death jump is bad, but other than that, he's got a high DQ for a good guy.
Oh, because he's the angry. He's just like Hercules from the comics. Oh, there you go. That
Wait, he's smashing something in this hand here. I can't tell what it is. It could be chicken nuggets. It could be a rock. It looks like he's breaking something. I think with these guys, the art was so bad that not only did they get lost in the shuffle, that I don't think I ever used these cards. I didn't until like a couple years later when they both got special edition cards.
Well, I remember I had him come in at 6'6", 275 pounds. He was basically Razor Ramon for me.
Yeah, he was officially listed at 6'5", 321 pounds. So you're pretty close.
And the only thing he's ever won is a GWF TV title. He won
Really?
TV title.
Him and Colossus didn't do anything as a tag team for you?
I didn't really pair them up until like year 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, year 4. Yeah, they didn't. I didn't start them off in the GWF together.
Okay. Yeah, not a. The art was just so off-putting for me with Heracles. He turned bad pretty quick. I don't know if it was with this card though. I think it might have been his second card where he joined the Citadel, the Elite. Yeah, I think it was his second card. Yeah, he said not with this card. So he saved the Champions of the Galaxy for the entire run with this card.
Yeah, I don't come to think of it, I don't think him and Colossus ever teamed together. I don't think they were even in the GWF together.
Really? They
Yeah,
were a
because
tag team.
by year three, I had him turn heel.
They were a tag team called Millennium.
Yeah, because he feuded Darkos in his first year, and then Bishop Hell, which he lost, and then he turned bad, took on KO Keller, and then moved to the Citadel,
Hmm.
beat Thantos 2 years in a row, beat Ram, and then beat Ram, and now he's feuding Colossus, and he just beat him.
Nice.
So that's all he's done for me.
Yeah, looking at his card, I mean, he's got
It's a
two
solid card.
days on level 2 defense, no downs. Um, Pin of 4-1, 2 downs and a leave. Double +1 finisher, like we already said. Two straight through to level 3 on level 2, so that's pretty standard. Um, yeah, and the +1 agility isn't even that bad.
No, he should have done more,
Hmm.
and he's had his opportunities.
It's classic brawler, bunch of like just throwing people around basically moves, strikes, things like that.
Yeah, I think the issue is that there were so many other really tough guys
Hmm.
that he just got knocked down the ladder.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to think, you know, Chaos, Matador, Lance Atlas, so many so many big tough guys were in the Fed at this time.
Yeah,
He got lost in the shuffle officially.
you know,
He's
because
on the main hero team though.
like I had him with now I have him with Chaos, but he's incredibly loyal to Chaos.
Hmm. Yeah, when he got the new card, he was, he's basically Chaos's right-hand man.
Yeah,
Like so it's pretty accurate to the story too.
and so I did do that. I followed that part of the storyline that I knew.
Hmm.
I thought it was that was neat. An evil Greek god.
Hmm.
Because the Greek gods are always good guys.
Yeah. I never really saw the Citadel as evil though, just kind of arrogant.
Yeah, well, they're still heel, so
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about all we can say about him. How do we power creep this guy?
make his number 4 on level 2 offense a down 3.
Okay. I'll change his death jump to a B. Pretty easy. Don't have to do much to make this guy better.
No,
It's pretty solid. He's built like a Greek god. I do like his Razor Ramon card better though, with all the gold chains and stuff.
yeah,
The bad guy.
and then continuing Tom's love of Greek mythology, Colossus.
The Tomorrow Man. Check this guy out.
You know what I hate
Interesting.
the most about this drawing? The mouth. How it just ends abruptly. It becomes
Yeah, how would he
blank.
speak or eat?
Yeah,
I don't know if he needs to eat, but
and then his nipples just kind of there.
Yeah, I don't know. He tried.
He tried, and it looked like he tried to channel his inner Jack Kirby.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. With the way it's shaded and everything, especially.
Yep.
Can't get it to focus again. There we go. That is a Kirby-esque drawing. I didn't even think of that until you brought that up. But
Yeah,
this guy was pretty interesting.
right from the New Gods.
Hmm. Um, this guy had two comebacks on level 3 defense, which I think was a first.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody had one before, and this guy has two.
The only guy I knew who had a comeback on level 3 was the big superstar.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be Hogan,
Yeah.
which made sense because that was Hogan's shtick.
But Colossus, I had a lot of hope for Colossus.
Hmm.
So much so, his first year he feuded Matador and then Chaos, but that was his downfall with Chaos.
Yeah,
Like he beat Matador because he had a double finisher, and one of them was a +3 because it's Matador's finisher.
right,
But,
right.
but when you're feuding Chaos, oh no, I got a double zero finisher going against a guy who's got triple zero finishers.
Hmm. Yeah. That was an interesting mechanic, though. He could just steal his opponent's finisher.
Yep.
What were the restrictions on that? I don't remember if there were any, but it says that this doesn't apply. Use
Yeah.
Cyborg
Like he
Deathblow.
couldn't do Bishop Hell's
Yeah, I think there was a
Fireball,
list in the handbook.
or he couldn't do Pulsar's Acid Rain,
Okay.
probably Holocaust's, you know,
Anything that had like some kind of
um, yeah, some kind of gimmick.
superhuman ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything on the wiki what his limitations were.
No, but that's how I've always worked it. And when I get it, I just make it another zero finish.
Yeah, that's what it says to do on the card. Cyborg Deathblow, just make it the same as the one above. But yeah, when I first saw this card, I was like, I looked at him like, ah, he's too overpowered. So I didn't really, and I didn't like the drawing, so I probably didn't even use him because I was just trying to catch up at the time. So I can't really say how that played into everything, having the comebacks on level 3 and everything. I wish I would have just to see how it would have worked out. But I even like reading the results that people had and stuff, then I don't remember him really being a champion or anything like that.
But for me, he captured one title, and it was the Intergalaxian title.
Okay.
So it made him a top contender to the heavyweight. But and he fought Massive and Matador and Jane. Like he fought the top. I never had him back down from anybody.
Hmm.
But he's only won one feud.
Hmm. That's odd. And I find that odd because he seems like he should just beat everybody.
Yep.
It's just hard to beat. And his offense is good. So it's not like, oh, he gets back on offense and can't do anything. Because that happens a lot with heavily defensive guys.
Yep. No, he um like I said, he's one of those guys where I'm like, yeah, this guy's going to be. I was excited to use him,
Yeah.
especially after his first year. He beats Matador. Matador doesn't. I think Matador's only lost 2 or 3 feuds,
Hmm.
and then it was all downhill. After your first year, it's just downhill.
Yeah. Yep. That's funny. Yeah, it's he didn't have the restriction like Destructon 3000 where he couldn't hold titles, did he? I don't remember
Well,
that being put on him.
it should have been because I'd have an excuse for him not to hold any titles.
Right.
And I remember I had him coming in at 6'4", 285. He weighed a lot more because
He's
of
metal.
his metal.
6'3" and a half, 264 pounds.
Closer.
Must have been a synthetic alloy.
Like, I even had him face Zoe Mongo once
Ooh.
in a feud. He drew against him. But yeah, like I said, I liked the character. I thought it was interesting.
Hmm. I think
But
if he would would come out again today, he'd be a lot tougher.
Oh,
Like I could see the clothesline with robotic arm being an add one move. Um, Easily a third level 3 move on level 2. But yeah, I think he's missing an add one move. That's probably how I'll power creep him.
does he have a what's that? What's that place go where Solaris is the commissioner?
Cronus?
Cronus. Does he have a
I don't
Cronus?
think he has a Cronus card. He might. I don't know. I can't. I've lost track. Since I don't play as much, I can't keep track of everything that I own. He might. I don't think he does though. That's one they need to do then.
Yeah, I just don't know. I never knew about him, but I always enjoyed using this character, and like I said, I still use him. I still put him in top matches. Uh, he just has an issue where he can't win.
Yeah, it's odd, and he should. He would be a good gatekeeper guy. Like, oh, if you get through Colossus, then you can get a title shot or something like that. That
Well,
kind of character.
that's how I have him.
Hmm.
Like he's the top guy. If you want, right now Alpha Force is the top guy in the FDF. And if you want to get to Alpha Force and all those guys, even as a good guy, he's the man.
Hmm. Yeah, I like him. I mean, now like looking at these cards more instead of on the car ride home from Galacticon in 1997. These are guys that I wish I would have used more for sure.
Wonder if your dad used him in his mystery fed.
He probably did. It's Fed that he locked me out of. I find that I need to find that notebook. It'd be fun to go through because he kept good notes. He started a lot of feds and then just kind of abandoned them. I've noticed,
Well, that's
but
what we kept telling you to do with your Twitch stream. Have
hmm,
one night where you just reboot your GWF,
yeah,
slowly reboot it,
hmm,
follow the storyline, ignore all the fans when it comes to feud because you know they're just going to have feud and destroy your whole fed.
right. Currently, well, this we're a little bit ahead now, but I'm out like I think 10 or 11 guys right now because of the feud table, and then we had a torture chamber tag team match this past week because we lost 3 guys in that. Because anybody who gets beat in the torture chamber match is supposed to roll for injury. So, but that's okay. That's expected. That's a
Yeah.
blow off kind of for the feud. So it made sense. But yeah, the feud table. And my statistics on rolling 12 on that feud table on stream, I break every law, every statistical law where probability is always working against me. I need to roll 12 to completely ruin my Fed.
12.
Happens 10 out of 12 times. Uh,
Yeah, but the thing is with Colossus too, and I think I've tried even putting them in tag teams,
yeah.
and nothing works.
Hmm.
I can't him and Hercules, I just can't get them to win. And I like them both, so I've given them pushes, I've given them their title shots.
Yeah. Yeah, it's odd to me. Like these are 2 solid cards, actually way above average.
Yep. Like I don't know their raw ratings, but it's got to be high.
I can look right here. Um, Colossus is 46.49. He even gets better next year when he gets his SE. And then Heracles is 37.40. For comparison, let's look up Thanatos' original card. So Thanatos' original card raw rating was 52.54. So they're a little below him. So I mean, maybe they aren't as good as I thought they are. I don't know how that rating is even calculated.
Yeah, I
Too
don't
much
know.
math for me, but
I
yeah,
have
especially.
I have them sitting at 3-point wrestlers, so they're in the average category,
Hmm.
but none of them moved up to a 4 or anything like
Yeah,
that, which they easily could have, but they can't string wins
I
together. And
can't get the wins. I should introduce these guys in my streaming fed as a tag team, just to see what happens. They don't have tag cards though. They're not. They only have
no,
each have a tag on level 1 and 2. That's it. I think that's just a way to bring them in together.
yeah,
I don't see tag guys as I look at these two cards. It seems like they were always in a tag team though. But I guess everybody in the GWF has like a part-time tag partner.
no, it's like the WWF when they're like, oh, here's Kane and Hurricane. You guys are
Right.
your tag team now. Oh, okay.
Well, that's why I like the new booklets have this on the back where they list all the tag teams and then their tag rating. Then each
Yeah,
tag team, like where is it? Here.
yeah.
Each team has their own rating. Like Sovereign Fury, which is Killer Queen and Lady Grandmaster, they have a 4 tag rating, so they can only tag out on a 4 or less. And I like how it's handy right here on the back of the book. Makes it easy. Most of them are 6s, but there's 1 4 and a few 5s. So a lot of people have multiple tag partners now too. I see Freedom Fighter listed here twice, just off the top of. Yeah, I like that. That's a handy chart.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's one of those things where you look at even two top singles guys and you put them together and you're like, no, these guys just aren't working. And
Hmm.
I think everybody has that. Like that's one thing I like about the game, where you look at somebody's fed and Hercules could be the most dominant person they've ever had and won 5 heavyweight championships,
Hmm.
and then you're like, in my fed, he captured the TV title
Yeah. Yeah.
one time.
Well, Brad on my stream the other night was my character Cardinal Maximoff. He's designed to be a jobber. He's not supposed to win.
Yeah,
He's like he got
I
on
know
such
I
a
have
win
them, I use
streak.
them.
He got on such a win streak. He had to give him a title run, and he's held a title. Like he started out like 0-19, and now he's I think he said 37-22 or something like
Yeah,
that. He just went on a tear.
I
It
don't know
happens.
how.
It's nice. It's it's alternate realities make sense in this game more than anything else because the laws of probability. Like there's gonna be a Fed where this guy just continues to roll 6s all the time, and he just
Yeah,
wins. You got to look at it too. Like every person's Fed is another timeline
yeah.
because
It's a
nobody's running the
multiverse.
exact same Fed. Even if you follow the book to the letter, your Fed is not going to match anybody else's,
No,
and that's what's
it's
great
a,
about it.
it's a whole multiverse or infinite Earth as you wish,
Hmm. Yep.
because somebody could use a bootleg or
Hmm. Somebody might put restrictions on what finishers Colossus can use. Just so many things.
or house rules, and everything
Hmm.
can change the outcome of a match.
Right, and just dice rolls in general.
Yeah. Does somebody use the champion's advantage?
Hmm.
Just various small things like that
Hmm.
can make or break it. Like we were talking about Galactic Punisher. That guy, you looked at his card and you go, "Oh yeah, he should have done so much more."
Yeah.
As a Galactic Punisher, no.
Hmm. Yeah, he's a cool character too. Scarlet and all.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it just did not work out.
Hmm. So I like reading Fed results. Like when I see some guys who just should not be winning, just going on a tear and somebody's Fed. I love when I see that.
Yep. Mr. Jeff Manning with Vanity and Cannibal as a
Yeah.
wait, what the hell?
Yeah. Whoever that is.
How would you power creep the Colossus? Or Colossus.
Uh, I mean, I guess. Um, I'm gonna make the clothesline with robot arm and add one move.
instead of a finisher.
No, it's on level two. It says number
Oh,
six
okay.
on level two. Just make that an add one move.
What I'll make his ropes an A just to be
Okay,
different.
there you go.
Because
Well, he's got a level two move on the number one spot on level three as well too. He's got power slam too. That's an easy one to change, but we do that all the time.
yeah, like his card is pretty decent, but
Hmm.
ropes is one of the more dangerous things. Like if you see
It
somebody
comes
with
up a
A, you're
lot.
like, nope, that's up.
Yeah, it comes up a lot.
Yeah, because there's a chart and then there's a choice, so it gets doubled up. So
Hmm.
and sometimes it's automatic.
Yeah, and a lot of times too. No, ropes doesn't have the turnbuckle is the one where you can get might not be trying to throw somebody into the turnbuckle, but you roll the reversal, and then all of a sudden you're rolling. You have a C rating, and your opponent's now in the turnbuckle with an A, and they roll
Yeah,
four. They're on level three offense. So yeah, it happens.
yeah. With A, it's just the the leapfrog,
Hmm.
roll again.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but I just if I get seven and said roll a different no, I just leapfrog again.
yeah. There used to be a rule that you can only do that once, but they took that off. I remember I got into an argument with somebody on my stream. You're only supposed to do that once. I said that's not noted on the chart anymore, so I'm going to keep doing it as many times as I hit it.
It makes it for fun.
Hmm. Because that happens a lot. Like that's always like a comedy spot that they do in actual wrestling a lot. Oh, they're still running, and then one guy gets tired and is like leaning, hanging off the ropes. Usually the heel,
It's
wore
a
him out.
funny gaga spot, but yeah.
It happens. But yeah, I'm glad that they took that rule off the chart. But it was there for a long time. I think it was up to the current charts that it was you can only do it once.
I never followed it even when it said it. I always
Hmm.
just rolled.
Yeah.
It made it more realistic, unlike the turnbuckle one where it's reversal, reversal, reversal. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
I allow two reversals because I've seen that happen.
Hmm. That happens too. Like you just get tied up, and yeah, they took that off too. You can do that an infinite number of times
No,
too.
I only allow it twice.
Should be infinite.
But I was thinking for our topic, since we got baseball playoffs starting,
I couldn't even tell you who's in the playoffs. Let me look. Let me go to MLB.
who do
Once my
you
Pirates were eliminated in June, I lost interest.
once your Pirates were eliminated in May?
They were good in May. They didn't fall apart till July, actually, this year. They made it all the way to July before they completely fell apart.
Still my favorite ballpark I've ever been in, though.
Really? PNC Park?
So nice.
It is cool. I just wish we had a competitive team that played there.
You don't need a competitive team when your ballpark's that nice.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how people just stop going. We get a lot of traveling fans, like people to come to see the other teams, but
So who do you got in the National League?
mm, I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
Yeah, and I had I about halfway through the season, I'm like, yeah, Atlanta's gonna win the World Series.
Yeah, they're really firing on all cylinders here. American League really doesn't have a standout team.
Like, I don't think because the Brewers, I'd like to see them win it.
Hmm. For Reno.
But just to be completely different, like Milwaukee Brewers, really? It's like when Kansas City won the World Series a few years ago. People were like, really?
That was a good one. I got really invested in that. I wanted to see them win.
So did I. It just popped up in my in my feed because Kansas City and Oakland had that amazing game or just back and forth in like 15 innings or something like that.
Hmm.
So good.
Kansas City lost 106 games this year.
Yeah, they fell rather quick.
In the American League, I don't know. Like Baltimore they've won 101 games, but it's Baltimore.
That AL East, in my opinion, is the strongest division in baseball.
Hmm.
Like you look, Toronto won the wild card, third in their division,
Yeah.
but in any other division I think all of baseball except for the National League where the Braves are, they'd be in first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the NL East too has three teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's funny. That happened to the Central 3 years in a row, three teams from that NL Central back when they first introduced the wild card game when the Pirates were in it the first 3 years. Three teams. There was I think it was 2015, 2013. Three teams in that division had 100 wins.
Yeah.
Cubs, Reds, and Pirates. No, it was Cardinals, Reds, and Pirates. Each had 100 wins, I believe. It was unbelievable. But then,
I would have liked to see the Reds, but the Reds lost it on the last game of the season.
yeah,
They were eliminated. Um, yeah, I think the World Series will be between Atlanta and Baltimore. I think that the top two teams will get
yeah,
in.
yeah, that
But
doesn't happen very often, but hopefully.
like, I'd love to see the Jays. Like the Jays had one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. If you look
Hmm.
it up statistically,
It's tough to get through as a wild card in baseball, though.
but yeah, because you play no home games, it's
Hmm.
best out of three.
Yeah, well, the first one's one and done.
Yeah, yeah, because they got Minnesota. I
Yeah,
don't like that. I don't like that whole one and done thing.
yeah, especially for baseball because baseball is a game built on series.
Yeah, actually, just looking at the schedule,
Hmm.
uh, it looks like the first round is no longer one and done. It's a best
Good.
of three. So that's what I had originally heard.
That's much better.
Yep.
Did they change that this year, or was that?
I
I'm gonna, I'm gonna have
think
to look that up.
like if
When did,
if if the Brewers win, they got to take on the Dodgers, which is never going to be easy.
no, the Dodgers are always good. The Dodgers are always good.
And then the Marlins and Philly, I'm thinking Philly will take it, only to be put out by Atlanta. It'll probably be Atlanta, LA, with Atlanta moving on.
It's been a while since the Braves were in there.
Yeah.
We used
But
to always beat the Pirates in the NLCS and
but
go
my
and lose the
dark
World
horse,
Series.
my dark horse, I'm cheering for a uh, a 1980, a mid 1980s matchup, Toronto versus Milwaukee in the AL East.
Nice.
That'd be hilarious.
I just don't want Houston to win anything. I'm
Yeah,
still holding a grudge.
I don't care if it's big deal. They stole signs. Everybody steals signs. It's baseball. You
It's
get on
more than
second
that.
base, you can steal signs. You don't want to steal signs? Just have your pitcher throw what he wants, or mix up the signs. Give the pitcher and bat catcher earpieces and just talk into it.
Yeah, could do that. But they used an entire like surveillance system to do it. It wasn't just like somebody stealing signs. They like stole signs.
It happened. Like I remember Cito Gaston when the Blue Jays were going to the World Series, he got in trouble because every time the opposing team was up, he'd have the air conditioning unit turn on. So what that did is that blew the balls down.
Yeah.
So the opposing team was at bat, the balls didn't travel as far, and then he'd have it shut off when the Jays were up.
Yeah, that seems like cheating too.
Yeah, there's
There's
there's lot if you look about it, there's lots in sports where teams would do just little things. Like I remember the Detroit Red Wings got in trouble because where um the Zamboni comes in, if
Hmm.
Detroit was in the other team's end where the Zamboni would go, that Zamboni driver wouldn't close the door all the way. So the puck would go all the way around, hit it,
Stop.
and then bounce out,
It's brilliant.
bing, it would just bounce out. Oh, the door wasn't closed.
I guess
But
it would
it
only
took a while
happen
for
once
people to
before
catch
somebody
on.
noticed. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, cheating is always going to exist. Deflated balls, whatever.
Yeah. So hold as Road Warrior Hawk would say, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Hmm. Well,
So that always, you know, too bad Jeff wasn't here because how much he enjoys his baseball.
yeah, his Reds just missed it.
Yep. I am a Cincinnati Reds fan as well. I cheer for an AL team and an NL team. My NL team are the Reds. Going back to the nasty boys. I just
Hmm.
love those three: Norm Sharpen, Rob Dibble, and Randy Myers. And then Bip Roberts ended up playing for him. One of my favorite players. Got the Bipatola of baseball Ola.
Lame.
That's it. I'm wearing the Bip jersey next week.
Go for it. I don't
What
know
we
where
should
any of my baseball jerseys are.
You got that nice Jason Bay one that I like.
It's a good one. Team Canada.
The Team Canada Jason Bay.
He was so good then.
Nice to see an American wearing a Team Canada jersey. It shocked me when I first saw it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Jason Bay. What a bust he turned out to be. A lot of those in Pittsburgh.
And then you gave us Jose Batista for nothing.
He's another one that cheated too.
He never cheated.
He was stealing signs. He had a guy that stood
Oh,
in the
big deal.
batter's eye.
Everybody's like I said, everybody has stolen signs, but you still got to hit the damn ball.
Jose Batista controversy. Let me see what all that it doesn't automatically populate. So it must not have been that bad. It was probably just a Pittsburgh thing.
Jason Bay had like a 5 year stretch where he was really good.
He was.
And then 1 year in Boston, he had an amazing year.
Yeah. That was right after we got rid of him, I think.
Yeah, you guys got rid of him in 2007, and in 2009 he had a good year. Oh no, you got rid of him in 2008, and then in Boston he hit 36 home runs, and then he went to the Mets, and this one, and then Seattle. Really, he finished off in Seattle.
And he just ended up all over the place.
Yeah, batting 204 below the Mendoza line.
Yeah, we could make a whole podcast series about players that came up through the pirate system that they got rid of for nothing and became superstars.
I didn't realize he started off as a San Diego Padre,
Yeah.
so he didn't come up through the Pirates. He came up as a Padre,
Hmm.
same as Bip Roberts. I can do 7 degrees of separation with
There
Bip
you go.
Roberts.
Jason Bay.
Okay, we can wrap this one up.
All
The
right.
Hercules and Colossus.
All righty. Thanks for listening and watching, everybody, however you consume this show. If you have not yet done so, please click the subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. While you're here, scroll on down to the description below where you'll see links to all of our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast, Roll Up, the Legends team's Uncharted territory, Dizzy Dice from Lee Longpree, and then we'll have the Filsinger Games Fancast from Grant. Here on YouTube, we got all kinds of stuff. Solo promoter also from Grant, Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling. Brad plays 81. He does a bunch of feds. After further review, and I think that's it for YouTube. And then I'm on Twitch. I do a live bootleg fed every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Halloween season. I do giveaways at Halloween. So we're doing one card a week every Sunday night and then one on Halloween night as well.
And I won one of the giveaways last night
You
because of
didn't
your
win.
wife.
She gave it to you.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't play the game, but she entered the contest, and
Exactly. She always gives it away to her credit. And every time
yeah,
she wins
she,
something on there.
she gave it away.
Yep. I was like, why do you even want these? You can just take one of mine. But yeah, always fun. Yeah, we have a good time there. We have a good steady group of people that hang out with us
Yeah.
and play, so it's fun. I always love the feud table though, to the detriment of my Fed. And
Yeah,
that's something I established at the beginning that they get to vote on it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Some people are starting to defect to the no feud side, so it's nice.
that's me. I'm the no feud guy.
It's you, Crimson, and Razor Jackson are the no feud guys.
Sam and Miho just want to watch the world burn.
They do, they do.
And I did notice that we're up to 129 subscribers.
Ooh, we picked up one.
Yeah,
We kind of plateaued there, didn't we?
yeah. But hey, we our goal was 123, and we did hit it. Now
We
we're
did. We got 2
only
months left. 3 months, really. So yeah, hit those buttons if you haven't done so yet. And leave some comments. I'm trying to get better at replying to comments. I suck at it. I'm sorry.
yeah. I usually try to reply as well to the comments. I saw Neil Lau made a comment, and you were like, "Yeah, best of your his future endeavors."
Yep. Fired you.
Yeah.
Good
Okay, but
times.
we'll head out now, and we'll see you guys next week. We're getting ready for episode 100 coming up.
Yep, we're inching up to it. Slowly but surely. All
It'll
right,
be a
everyone.
triple
Have a great
digits.
one.
Good night, all.
Later.